It's too hard to let go. It's too hard to let go. It's too hard to let go. This feeling is fading, and I can't look back and can't catch my breath. It's too hard to let go. It's too hard to let go. Let
You got scars deep enough to last, a heart full of broken glass, and I'm gonna paint it black. Oh, I got bruises I covered up. I've been used every time I loved. Nothing to lose when the devil comes. Oh, turn off the lights, we can turn them out, 'cause turn off the lights, we can burn them out, 'cause I know what's waiting, I know what it's made of, what it's made of. Come and take me closer to the edge now. If you think you can't love me, you can show me how to have a breakdown. If you're gonna touch me. I'm not afraid of the dark.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Burton in the Pork Chop Express, and I'm talking to whoever's listening out there.
Like I told my last wife, I says, honey, I never drive faster than I can see. Besides that, it's all in the reflexes.
Let's do it!
When some wild-eyed 8-foot-tall maniac grabs your neck, tap the back of your favorite head up against something.
Woo! Fucking did it. Yo, dog, Katie Boucher here, Next Level Painting. Hitting you up on that literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in Hollywood, California. Psych! North America's nutsack. We're doing it again. A lot of moving parts today. So today I'm doing my first simulcast on YouTube at the same time. So I had to press hundreds of new buttons I've never pressed before. I want to say X gonna give it to you. Thank you for the sub over on Twitch. I appreciate you, brother. Now I may have to move these. So I docked my chat here, but it's not calling things out like it normally does. Is that because I'm not technically logged in? Let's see. Oh, yeah, not... Okay. It's because I'm not logged in. Give me 1 second. I had to do some dumb shit. Guessing at my password. Oh, you 2 stages authentication bullshit. I knew you were going to hit me with that bullshit. What's up, guys? Yay! Man, go back to dark mode, you boomer. Why are you going to default on anything but that? Oh my god. Where is it? Bro, I can't even look at this shit. This shit is nonsense. Oh my god, where is the fucking... Bro, where's the dark mode button? I'm fucking dying reading this thing. My eyes hurt. Bro. Eric, what's up, brother? Thank you for the sub, man. It says 13 months, time flies. Run it back to... Dude, I can't even read this nonsense. It's like a white background like a nerd. Miffy in chat, what's up, brother? I see you. McCool. Oh my god, this is unreadable. Chat highlight setting? Is that it? Yeah. Okay, yes, these are great. Okay, god damn it. Guys, how am I supposed to... Am I supposed to read this nonsense? It like took the dark mode button away. Chat appearance. Readable colors. Times. Somebody help me. Fucking blind. Puke Nukem, what's up, brother? Foshizi, thank you for the resub. Bio needs 47 months. Could have bought a car, or at least a new coolant system on my bike. I must like you. Do you? War Pigment. Dark mode on YouTube? I don't know. I mean, dog, I already gave up on the YouTube dark mode. Fucking trashed here. Over on YouTube, so I've got 2 chats up now. Because, like, I don't have a unified chat yet. Baker said, oh, snap, the Beat Slab over on YouTube. That's my first YouTube call out, Baker. That's you, homie. McCool, thank you for the 10 months back to Bizak over on Twitch. Ziggy says, nice. War Pigment, are you on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time? Posh Rocky says, good luck. He asked me about Mom's Basement. It's top tier, dude. The Lost Potatoes says, hi, man. Greetings from PL. What you paint today? PL? I don't know that. I don't know what that means. Welcome. The first disaster, the first crisis is, how do I get dark mode on this dock? This is crucially impossible. This is straight shenanigans. Show message caught by automod. Why do I even have that? Show... What? What's shield mode? Switch to non-mod settings. Found it. I just literally found it by pressing literally every button available to me. Oh, thank God. I feel like an adult. Okay. Is there a dark mode on YouTube? Any of my YouTubers? Oh, where is there? Oh, God. My eyeballs. Seared. Rick Stroth. What's up, man? Poland. My man, the Los Potatoes from Poland. What's up, man? So, running it back to this chat. 1+ saves. What's up, man? So, authenticators are the goats, though. Yep. Running it back. We call they got the Huff, Templar, my man Miffy, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. Buddy Funster, Renegade. Recoil, how's your mom? I know she had some struggles recently. She feeling better. Love Minis, the legendary beast mod. I'm gonna have to figure out a mod, get you modding YouTube as well, because you can't trust these YouTube peasants. What if I wear sunglasses? 1+ saves? I was about to. Professional incompetence in chat. What's up, man? So yeah, we're doing our first ever simulcast, and it's because recently when I was at Cali Cup, I was talking to Demeki over a dice check, and I was like, yeah, man, I'd really like to do both, you know, and he's like, you can, and I was like, no, not as a partner, and he's like, well, he said Bricky was at TwitchCon, and Bricky said they say you could now. So then I Googled that shit, and sure enough, they say you can. So last night after the podcast, I was just clicking buttons, and I had to set CloudBot up over on fucking Streamlabs, and I had to click this thing, that thing, all this dumb shit. So I built some commands, so at least some of the commands that you see here, if you're on YouTube, would work. There's even a loyalty system that is similar to YoDogs for YouTubers. So if you like refuse to come to Twitch, YouTubers, which I strongly encourage you to just go to this side of my screen. This is the good side of my screen. This is where my Twitch chat is. Just do that. See, oh, do I have to like poured out all my shit? What the fuck is that? What just happened? What is that nonsense? That's a YouTube subscription. That's what that is. Oh my God. I don't even have a thing for that. I don't have a thing for that. I didn't even read the name. Where does that even show up? Oh, it shows up in my multi-chat. Barrymore666, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. Now, subbing on YouTube means something different than it means on fucking Twitch. On Twitch, it means you gave me money. On YouTube, it means you follow me. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you following. Someone acknowledges the sickness of my shirt. Who was that? Bowman Rules. Bowmania Rules. Says that's a dope shirt. Thanks, man. It's the Watain Clan. Bring the Ruckus exclusive t-shirt in my shop. So let me actually click on some stuff. Let me go to my dashboard here. Let me go to my alert box. Let's go to. So it doesn't keep any of these, does it? Oh no! All my variations are back to scratch. Is that what's going on here? Yep. I'm gonna have to spend like a whole weekend on this. So it's on like straight hobo mode right now. Okay, it is what it is. Baby steps. There's even emotes. They even approved some emotes on YouTube overnight. So my YouTube hobos, if you do the equivalency of YouTube's membership, I think is what it's called. The Los Potato says, I'm going to watch you and paint a game called Blood Rage. It sounds tight. Rick, thank you. More Pigment, why are you on both? What are you doing on YouTube? Why are you on both? More Pigment, you goddamn insane person. Mio Man checking in. What's up, brother? Well, Bless says, do you get 2x Yo Dogs if you watch on both? Yes. Yes, you do. Oh my god, Russ. What are you doing on YouTube? Russ, so what's the Yo Dogs called? I think they're called Yo Dogs. You should be getting them for watching 5 for 5 or 1 a minute every 5-minute payout. I don't know anything about it. I think you have to go to like the Streamlabs Redemption store. I don't fucking know how it works. Click redeem. Type !! redeem over on fucking YouTube. I don't know. I'll put like 45 minutes of thought into it. And then I'm like, you know what? We're just going to have to like go live and fucking see how things work. Okay. Crack one. Yo, crack one all day, every day.
Shut the f up about Moon Men.
Crack one. Dropping a 420. You know what I'm going to do with that. He says, thanks again for judging the painting at BolterCon this year, even when you were raw dogging in Cali. I played against Tyranids, who won base painted army. That army was painted extremely well. And they were even more impressive in person. Shout out to Crack One. Yeah, so I've been digitally judging the painting at BolterCon for a few years now. And it just so happened I was at Cali Cup commentating over the weekend when I was supposed to be doing my judging for them. So I had to do a hobo from the hotel room. It was a lot of action. Shout out. Thank you so much for the support, brother. I'm gonna get some strong man love in chat for Crack Juan. So redeem undefined. So nothing's going on over there on YouTube. Let's see what Cloudbot has to say about that. Cloudbot loyalty. So according to my loyalty, you've got 5 points, War Pigment. Ziggy's got 5 points. And I do have a store, which I don't know how you get to the store. War Pigment, you're going to have to figure out how you get to the fucking redemption store. But you guys are getting points. And you get points for donations too. I only have one thing in the store and it's a swag bag. Very limited because I don't have the same resources. Exclamation point. 1 plus saves. Sorry, no exclamation point 1 plus saves. That's not a command. If it was, it'd be terrible. JBZ in chat. What's up, brother? So I'm gonna do a little bit longer intro today. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of time to the clock. Let's reset. Let's go.
It's time to get swifty. Oh, we gotta get swifty. Oh yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
So add a little bit of time to the Klizak. So that way my longer intro, because of this new thing we're doing, doesn't take up more time of our painting. Now, I believe that our final 4 also interfaces with YouTube audience. I don't fucking know. Someone on YouTube would have to donate money. 1 plus save says, I'm surprised Brad Chester Ballista didn't win Best Painted. I know, that thing was epic. Running back to chat. We're looking good. Adron says, it's nice to have to open an extra window to check who's on Twitch. It's nice to not have to open an extra window to check who's on Twitch. So you prefer being on YouTube for all the live stuff? David Hadsky says, is the same as Twitch stream. Is that a question to me? Joshy Joss, YouTube love from a Twitch follower. Thanks, man. We're doing this thing. So I think the commands are slow, Russ. The Cloudbot is like fucking wicked slow. right? Do exclamation point shop. Oh no, that's gonna go to my store. I don't fuck it, dude. I don't fuck it. We're figuring this out as we go. It's our first Twitch stream / YouTube stream. I know there's got to be more sophisticated methods for doing this. So anyway, we'll do our promos. Exclamation point 666. We've been here on Twitch for 7 years. So a lot of my YouTube audience is like, where did you go? I wish you would come back to doing content. Somebody even unfollowed me recently on Facebook because they said my content was sus now because all I did was film videos of me going down to the Circle K and drinking Four Locos. And he misses all the content I used to do. Meanwhile, I've been on Twitch for 7 years, 3 days a week. So I guess people just don't realize. Like, I guess I never made a formal announcement 7 years ago. So if you're on YouTube and you're like, oh shit, he's back. Nah. Exclamation point 666. That's our oldest promotion here on Twitch. That's a Beast Mode Friday. We're going to do some Magnus painting here in 1 second. Exclamation point access. If you're looking to get up on the action. Exclamation point shop to all my YouTube hobos. We got swag. Been had swag. Donations are not set up on YouTube, War Pigment. Did you just donate? Did you donate? On YouTube? Just now? Walk me through what happened. I've got nothing in the events log. According to the platform, and we may be talking about two different things. Miffy, fuck, 7 years, bro. I think I've been watching you for 6. That's a fact. Fuck the money icon on War Pigment. Streamlabs, dog. Click the Streamlabs link. Why would I use... Okay. What is the money icon on YouTube? Can anyone walk me through it? Isn't that like you giving YouTube... Isn't that you paying me through YouTube? They scalp that shit, right? Why would it... Isn't that like basically cheering or bits? I'm asking for real. I don't know. So yes, like the money icon in YouTube is like bits in Twitch, right? Yeah, fuck that. I don't do that. Streamlabs. Exclamation point donate. If you want to support me, use Streamlabs. They don't take any money. I'm not gonna like the reason I left YouTube is because they take fucking 50% of my ad rep. And I never made more than $200 in a month in all the years I was on YouTube. So we do this a different way. You just exclamation point donate if you want to support me. You go to that panel, and if you pay me your PayPal, then I deal with a 3% loss because PayPal, if you use credit cards, it's a swipe fee. Doesn't matter. They don't jack half my fucking money, or 30%. Access is literally impossible to spell, Josh. Adron, thank you for this. So that's super chat that people use on YouTube and they take a cut. I will look into it to see if it's worth it. I don't think I have the audience to support that. Like, I'm not like super famous like some of these guys are, like who get like thousands of people watching them and giving them money. So I guess if YouTube takes a cut of thousands of people, it's fine for them. But I have like 300 fans. Like I don't even have 1,000 fans. Biffy, I remember when they rolled out bits, I had a bits jar, and then I saw how stupid it was, and I got rid of it. Well, plus saves, yeah, everything takes a percentage at its base level. But if you just deal with PayPal, it's 3%. Not 30%. Not 10%. Not 9%. It's 3%. Luke, I want to watch you exclusively for your videos going to the Circle K. Thank you, brother. Some people don't agree with you. I lost about 800 people on Instagram. They were like, nah, I ain't with this Florida life. Nor, why did your color turn black? That's so wild. Can't even read your shit anymore. The bigger the streamer, the smaller the... Yeah, like, you can negotiate your own terms if you're famous. I'm not famous. Obviously. Lady Fluffbottom, what's up? OnePlus says $200 a month from YouTube isn't bad. I hear from sources, cost of living will save you so much money in Florida. Bro, 6-cylinder Samurai. I got a Cuban today from the Circle K. It's pretty decent. Not Publix good at all. Almost Winn-Dixie good. Almost Winn-Dixie good. Aesthetic Deluxe. My man Russ got you back. Yeah, I guess whatever settings I used to have, it wasn't that black. Now it's like barely. I literally can't read it. I just know the one I can't read is the one. Aesthetic Deluxe, welcome to Twitch, you goddamn adult. I appreciate you, homie. So we're gonna get some stuff going. Just so you guys know, my YouTube squad, the main business in the modern era has been education. So what I've been doing for the last few years is teaching private classes, exclamation point class. So enough figuring all this bullshit out. If you want to support me and you're on YouTube, exclamation point support. That's how it works. I've got stuff in place for that. Let's kick it on over to the main cam. Let's figure out, we'll sort out our business. Russ, why do you get the feeling you're going to be a YouTube mod and lonely? You mean that I'm going to send everyone over to... There you go. Boom. You are now a mod. Made you the managing moderator. And it is going to be my goal, Russ, to convince everyone on YouTube to come to Twitch and Patreon, where I make money. OnePlus says, do I finish my Necrons or start building World Eaters since it's all World Eaters now? I strongly suggest throwing your Necrons in the garbage and immediately start World Eaters.
For the skull throne, blood for the blood gore.
War Pigment dropping $1 says you can be logged into both at the same time. So, what was that? Was that you just triggering? Guys, it doesn't matter where you triggered the Streamlabs from, right? Let me get some strong man love and chat from War Pigment. Thank you for the $1. Val Needs, why would you being in Florida upset people? I don't think it upsets people that I'm in Florida. It upsets me. So I make fun of Florida by being a Florida man. I guess that upsets people. Like, I go down to the Circle K, I open the freezer door, and I grab a 4 Local that was rolling around on the floor, grab 2 of them. Just, you know, just trying to fit in. Take my shirt off and walk around Walmart. Who is that? Yeah, I can't see that message, guys. Can anyone... Man... The Tiger Dave? And War Pigment? Let me get some love right there. And Andy. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are on YouTube or on Twitch. So I'm going to assume Andy is on YouTube. Thank you, Andy. Oh, I see you right there. Thank you so much for the support. Now, that's a beast mode donation. I'm supposed to award you extra Yo DZs. 23 per multiplier. I don't know how to do that. Well, I mean, I think I do know how to do that. I don't know how to make my mod do it. I'm going to have to look at it for a second. And Man the Tiger. Is that Man the Tiger _ Dave? Same deal. What's up, brother? I think you might be on YouTube, and I truly appreciate you. Andy, I appreciate you, bro. This is how we do it. Mandy Tiger over on Twitch. I see you, bro. Love Minis. Can you give Mandy Tiger 23 bonus Yo Dogs? And Andy, let me see for the first time. Let's see. Let me just, because I got to familiarize myself. I got to become an expert at this. So let's go to loyalty. Let's find Andy. It should have given Andy Yo Dogs for the donation. Andy, are you Andy or Andron? It does not acknowledge you. Andy? Yeah, I'm still workshopping it. Yeah, it doesn't even see you. Okay, what happens if I do this? Is there a notification? So there's no way for you guys to check your Yo Dogs. Okay, I get it now. So this is why people use Super Chat. Because even though I can incorporate Streamlabs, you have no way to do anything about like checking it via chat in YouTube.
Tell Archer I'm coming for him. Phrasing boom and both berries out.
Lady Fluffbottom, did you donate money to me? Lady Fluffbottom dropping me a 999, which is 666 upside down, which is maybe the bottom. See, I think I'm using CloudBot though, aren't I? CloudBot is in my goddamn chat right now. That's how you guys are doing commands. Let me get some strong woman loving chat for Lady Fluffbottom. Six-cylinder Samurai dropping a 20 spot. Says next pub sub on me, big dog. Much love from Cape Canaveral 321. Yo, that's where the shuttles used to go in launch. That's the heat, brother. Y'all get that pub sub. Y'all get that Cuban. You don't see a bot in chat though. It's literally Streamlabs. Exclamation point support. That's a bot. That's CloudBot. Russ, you're in charge of this now. You got to figure everything out for me. Lady Fluffy Bottom. Does lemon juice go bad? 1+ saves? Nah. I'm pretty sure it's an immortal preservative. Crazy in chat. Did you airbrush the abs like that? 50-50. You gotta go to the VOD to find out. Mo's Magic, what's up, player? Sorry, I'm just hyped because we're on YouTube at the same time. Let me get some love in the chat for these legends. Six-cylinder Samurai, Lady Fluffy Bottom. Wells 5150. Okay, let's figure it out. So here we go. We started with the airbrush on Tuesday. The VOD is currently on Patreon or on Twitch. And we did a little brush combo over it with some airbrushing combo. Okay, so these striations and stuff, we did a kind of a back and forth, more advanced technique utilizing an airbrush and some paintbrush. We got the skin laid out. We did a very interesting recipe to get this set in motion like this. And now what we're going to do is what I like to call the jactification process. We're going to jactify these muscle groups. Then we're going to put what selected pieces of armor back on them that we want. We just block some shit in. This is straight airbrush with varnish. Okay? So if you're on YouTube and you haven't seen this before, we call it the jactification process. And this is how you make somebody look more jacked than they are. Now, I did just teach a class. So my wet palette, anybody who knows, this is an edge highlight class wet palette. So let me get rid of that. Thought I was teaching a class just minutes before we went live. And we're doing our best. Thank you, Russ, for volunteering to be a mod on YouTube. Russ is the all-father of my YouTube private webinars that we've been doing for years. So, let's walk you guys through it. So, we use this. We just grabbed this out of the drawer. This is called Shadow Flesh. I literally have never used it before. This is what we painted Magnus. Then, we introduced some olive flesh. Okay, then we introduced a little white. Okay, so this is the 3-piece airbrush workup right here. Then we use my favorite color, American Express card. If you're a millennial or older, that reference makes sense to you. Not Russ, yeah, you said, I'm going to be a mod. And then you were a mod. You called that. God damn it, Russ. Yeah, you fucking hobos who are doing both at the same time are breaking my brain. Astrobiology. Some liquid white. Transparent red, American Express card of all painting. So this is what leads to this. Okay? That's where that hypersaturation comes from and that fleshy feeling. Okay? So I might cheat just a little bit. And I think I'm going to grab a little burgundy over here. Now I'm going to put some water down. Maybe a little medium. I use the glazed medium for lowering the opacity without adding moisture. Technical. Out of curiosity, Russ, how many people are watching us live on YouTube? I'm moving this lamp. Trying to create space. Thank you, Russ. It's like, yeah, wait, I volunteered. Yep. Let's lock into the obesity cradle. Let me mess with the camera white balance. So we'll start easy. Okay. 22 people on YouTube. Thank you so much. So this combination right here, this is where the darkest stuff comes from in the model. So I'm going to take some amount of that, lower the opacity, steal some of that dark burgundy in there, and we're going to get semi-opaque and a little wet. Okay? And what I'm going to do is use the heart pull brush control technique, and we're going to pin wash this muscle group right here. Okay? So we're trying to exaggerate respectfully the recess in his muscles using a respectful color palette similar to what's already there. Rotate. You're always trying to pull back to your heart. So here, it's kind of getting into the bright zone. So I'm going to try to kind of acknowledge that by changing the mix slightly. Get a little darker. And we're going to jactify his quads. See? And now we've made the dark stuff darker. Always be rotating. Heart pull. You see you got that teardrop shape right here. Right there. So what we want is to get even darker in some areas. So we're going to go with more burgundy. Right there. Semi-opaque and a little wet. And we're using the heart pull. That's the brushstroke of precision. Okay? And we want the line to be reasonably tight, but we still have to run an edge highlight against this line, so we have an opportunity to fix mistakes. Right there. So we're just making the dark stuff darker. Okay? Templar. Magnus. The no bread. Gonna get jacked eating carbs. That's right, baby. Ace says, I feel like TikTok is where it's at for exposure. Evan Fish. Magnus the bread. Astrobiology, thank you for answering that question. Okay, so he's going to have a nut curtain here too that we left off the model. Semi-opaque, kind of wet. Let's see if we can get right here into this muscle group. We're going a little bit darker. Let's get a little bit more respect established. Right there. So now this is where the magic happens. Got those quad lines looking strong. So now let's go back to Kilty and Heel over on YouTube. What's up, brother? Andy says, I was fucking up the panel lining on a Ravager last night. Gonna try the heart pull technique. That's what it's all about, bro. I just taught someone how to do it in my private classes. So what we want to do is remember our journey. So some transparent red, some olive flesh, some white. So this time we want to be higher opacity, lower moisture. Maybe some of that. And what we want is, now you want a top shelf edge highlight. Right here. Posing the shadow. Same thing, heart pull right here. Pow! Man is swole. So we're taking him to that next tier of shredded bodybuilder physique. So now, everywhere you want to put one of these lines, the requirement for respect might change. Like right here, you see I don't need it to be so bright. So I'm going to tamp it down. Right there. Top shelf. Right there. Right there. Right there. Just tamp it down further. Always be rotating. See, just finding that respect. Right there. Professor Swellstein in the house. WT Golf. The Canova. Thank you for the follow. OnePlus says every time you do a line, it blurs into the other line because my eyes won't work anymore. Rip. So every now and then you're going to want to clean the brush. I'm using a little 18-0 synthetic for this. So again, see, this is darker real estate up here. So let's make sure our highlight is in itself darker for respect. So that means if you're respecting it more, that means you can make mistakes more. See, that's a very ghostly highlight. And now I have a line there. I'm going to go a little brighter here. Let's rotate. Let's get that outer quad right here. I said a lot of times this, I mean, he's got leg armor, right? So a lot of this muscle stuff is covered up. If not all of it. And I feel like that's a shame with how jacked he is. I'm gonna get a little brighter. Right there. So look at that. Look at the definition enhancement in the legs. The jactification process. So we did some sick airbrushing. We went and made the dark stuff dark and the bright stuff bright using the heart pull strategy. Now we have to look. He's gonna have armor here. You have to put it there. That's why it's missing feathers and shit. But he's got a bulging calf right here. Let's go back and grab some of our pin wash. Let's see if we can get that calf. Right there. Semi-opaque and a little wet. Dark stuff darker. But I'm not gonna do like every little line. The airbrushing is gonna cover a lot. Is gonna cover our asses like it. So what, that line got a little wacky right there. So I'm just gonna go back to the highlight while it's still wet and kind of just fix it right there. Now the feet are going to be the next big issue. His bird feet. So you've got a lot of action down in these feet. So let's go with a little pin wash here. Get inside some of those little scales. And we're using just the darker combo that has the burgundy in it. And we're just drawing some dark lines. You see, we didn't get full coverage on this foot back here. So let's just kind of cheat a little bit. I'm going to add a little red back into it. And we're going to kind of filter his foot to have more red. Right there. So let's go for a little bit more burgundy mixed in. Russ, do yo dogs need hourly interactions like Twitch? I think it's based on 5 minutes. So let's take some of our highlight. Be a little brighter. And we're just going to drag a couple lines right there. And that's our red olive shadow flesh kind of concoction. High opacity, low moisture. Some quick heart pulls. I'm not going to overdo it. Couple quick lines. Let's go back, grab a little red, lower the opacity of the red. Let's just kind of filter some of that red in. So right here, we didn't get total coverage with our red earlier. This thing is so close to breaking now. I called that in the first show. That thing's going to snap. Let's see if we can get this a little bit on this calf. Right there. Little top shelf highlight. Good to go. I like to get this stuff done first because this is less interesting to me. I want to do the chest. Magnus, now that's what I'm talking about. Scrambled eggs in the chat. What's up, brother? That's over on Twitch, but cool in chat. My man, Old Cheese Whiz says lurking, finishing homework, brother. Old Cheese Whiz did a class earlier today. Torgin on Twitch, what's up, homie? Over on YouTube says, who is it? Not So Super Mario, what's up? It is the literal best of all days. Coming to you live from that Beats Lab in North America's nutsack. I went to Circle K today. I didn't post a reel, but I took some video. So let's get this silly little chicken foot kind of sorted out. So we're using our darker mix, semi-opaque, little wet. I'm going to slice in with the heart pull. And we're just creating those shadows, you see? Chemically, this is basically the same colors that are already on the model. And that's respect. Me and Old Cheese was talked about respect today. We're getting inside that calf. The cool thing is, like I said, you don't have to be obsessed about everything because the airbrush is going to cover your bases. So what we want now is we want to drop some highlight game. So remember, if you're just tuning in, this was what we painted them. Then we shot some of this, and then we filtered it with red. So some combination of this will be our highlight. High opacity, low moisture. Heart pull. Light brush pressure. So, you're rotating. The objective is to let the airbrush do all the heavy lifting on a model like this and just come in for the finish. And it looks like I forgot to throw a pin wash in here. Going back to the dark color. Now, on the toes, we'll take the brown. And run a stronger border. Let's take some of the shadow flesh. Kind of smooth out that line. Right there, so you see a nice dark border. And again, we just took the darkest brown, semi-opaque and a little wet. And we're going to create a border between the nail and the skin. Always be rotating, looking for that heart pull. And now let's take a little of the shadow flesh while it's still a little wet. And kind of run a second border right up against the first. Gives us a nice blur. And you can go one step further, grab some of the olive. Because we actually used the olive and the shadow flesh in the nails, which is actually what we also used in his skin. So it's funny that even his nails are made of the same compound as his skin. Just no red filtering. Professional competence over on Twitch. What's up, man? So it's all about frames and borders, right? Dark stuff, dark, bright stuff, bright. All this fancy airbrushing is just a cheat code. And then we have to apply contrast by making the dark things dark and the bright things bright. So getting a sexy transition laid out is step one. And the little annoying minutia, like the little nails and stuff, the longer I put them off, the less likely I am to paint them. I know myself. So do them right now. Pick the shit that you think is annoying and do it first. Take a little wet shadow flesh. Run a blur into your line.
Watch my life pass me by, never knowing where I belong in the web of love and light.
Go.
As you string me along and
Now, probably what I'll do is I'll probably do some light dry brushing on these nails too. Later. On the tips. Now, this is going to bother me unless I do something about it right now. This Dreadnought base, I guess I should, I mean, leaving it off would have been more optimized. But let's grab a brush. Let's actually block that fucking Spitzel chassis in. I'm going to look through my drawer. Let's grab some black blue. So straight up black blue. So unless we cut this thing in right now, it's going to bother me. So I'm using raw paint right now. This is just straight Monument Hobbies right off the palette. We're using stippling to get into the textures. Deep in here, he's got like a Space Wolf shenanigans chain and bling. And we're just laying it down, a raw dog, right out of the pot. Let's get a touch of moisture and kind of keep stippling it deep into that gold chain. And so the overspray on this base feature will continuously make the model look out of focus until you paint it. So we're just going to block it in real quick so it stops irritating me. And like I said, maybe airbrushing it if you don't have the confidence to paint around his feet like this would have been, you could have probably set it up to airbrush it separately. Russ, interesting. YouTube has a Warhammer coloring the Twitch so they look slightly different shades. Oh, really? Which one looks higher quality? I think people say YouTube is better. Just blocking it in with a big number 4. Dealer of Death, man. That's my dude right there. What's up, player? What are you saying? He says, what army would you suggest someone who has bad luck at rolling dice? A durable one? One that rolls a lot of dice? You have bad luck at rolling dice. I mean, I don't believe that. I believe that every game of 40k, dice are statistic. It's just that you don't count the dice that don't matter. You only look when it matters. So if you say you got to roll 20 dice that only need 2s to hit, and almost all of them hit, you expected that. But if you looked and saw that there's 1,000 2s mixed in, you wouldn't acknowledge that as bad luck, even though that's astronomically bad luck. If you had 19 2s, but they all hit, you'd be like, I hit, I'm good. But you would have forgot how bad that luck was. And then later, when you rolled good, right, only needing 2s, again, you're not realizing how they're constantly canceling each other out. So it's only when it's crucial does it matter, and you need redundancy to offset that. Recoil. My little squeaky dog's birthday today. She's 11. Happy birthday, my puppy love. Is it Squeak's birthday today? Oh my God. Get some pictures in Whip. Let me get some strong man love in chat. For Recoil dropping 106.56. I'm assuming that's a beast mode multiplier. I'm going to have to pull out the calculator. But Dealer of Death. So it's about creating redundancy so that you can mitigate luck. So if you're playing 40k a little bit more casually and you're not thinking about this does this equals this, like this is +1 to wound, this is reroll hits. If you're not putting those pieces of redundancy together, you're always going to feel like you have bad luck. Oh, Monument Hobbies and Recoil, 2 legends. So that's just Monument Hobbies Black Blue. Let me get some strong man love in chat for Monument Hobbies Raid Crew. The true gangsters. Recoils, 368 bonus yo DZs for my man Recoil. That's 368. Could I get some strong man love in chat for Recoil and Squeak? I'm gonna see that on Whip. Recoil's mom in chat. Recoil's mom, I heard you had a rough week. Hope you're feeling better. Dealer Death, you're 0-5 with your sisters online. It really comes down to like, what are you doing when you're playing? Like, are you using tactical cards or are you using fixed secondaries? Do you have the tools in your army to secure the cards, right? Like, you can win 40k without hardly rolling any dice if you're putting the units in the right place. So my suggestion is, if sisters are your favorite shit, always play your favorite shit. And figure out how to make the unit selections that give you the results you want. Or like ask questions, like people will help you with that. Rico's mom, you feeling okay? Monument Hobbies. What's up? We're simulcast on YouTube right now, Monument. It's our first time ever doing it. I think there's like 15 hobos on YouTube discovering that we paint on Twitch still. It's Not So Super Mario. Never mind, War Pigments on YouTube and Russ. Andy. Big old shout out to Andy. Monument Hobbies with a resub. Hello. Well, all up in you. We're all up in you. Hell yeah, you're all up in me. Let me get some love for Monument Hobbies. Dealer Death, thank you. It is very casual. I just took Sisters because I wanted to try them. Yeah, so if you're playing tactical deck, right, you're flipping cards. You got to think about how you have units in lots of places, how you can spring traps, counter charge, and also get to the locations you need to early. So at a cursory knowledge base of Sisters, I would say a couple of rhinos, minimum, hiding behind walls. I would say you probably want a couple of Seraphon squads for some deep strike action. You probably can't go wrong with Vol and normal Vol shenanigans. Probably the Saints, probably a lone operator. I don't know. I'm just going to assume she's a lone operator. Those things are good to drop in. You probably can't go wrong with. They probably got lots of shooting spam options. OnePlus Saves probably has ideas. OnePlus Saves. What would you do for Sisters right now? So let's move up now to the chest. So let's rotate. Let's remember that the skin is shadow flesh, olive flesh, then it was made red. So this is the whole combination right here. So we want to make that skin darker. We're going to add more red. And we're going to put a touch of burgundy, touch of shadow flesh. We're going to semi-opaque, a little wet. And we're going to heart pull into the recess here. Maybe a little darker, thinking. So we're looking really to darken up that recess. It's got something going on up here. Yo, Alice, you think you can color? Do you think you can color? No, you are not. What's up? Do I think I can color? Hell no. Recoil's mom, I'm doing all right. I had a pretty good day, taught a few classes. What we're going to do right here, Recoil's mom, is we're going to go straight down. Ab separator. And we're creating artificial jactification. And we're using the dark color, semi-opaque, kind of wet. Right there. Semi-opaque, slightly wet, tip of the brush, heart pull. And we're putting it right in the recesses. See? And Magnus is so jacked, it's a shame to put his chest armor on, so we're not. Like, obviously, they'll have a new Black Friday release soon after launch. We're talking about the. Are you doing him without the belly plate? Hell yeah, we're gonna keep him straight. He's gonna be almost naked. We're gonna have his wings, his loincloth, and his like shin guards, maybe his arm guard, but we're gonna keep him fucking swole. And we're gonna just jackify all the muscle groups to maximum potential. So we're pin washing in with the heart pull strategy. We're using our color combination that we went over for respect. We're dragging it into the recesses. And then we're going to top shelf highlight it. Right now, you see he already has some striations, and I did that in the airbrush step on Tuesday. You got to go back to the VODs to see how that comes together. So right now it's transparent red and dark burgundy. Right here. And we're going to try to just slowly, and that's actually where the chest connects to the body. So there's a nice seam there already. We're just going to darken it.
Hello.
We're going to take a step back, show it a little bit more respect by introducing some of the shadow flesh concoction up in these little like weird demon muscles right here. This belly is the money shot. Now we do have to get inside the chest right here. We want to take our time and get a little darker. Now these striations here. That's right, it's Squeaky's birthday. Squeak. Now I'm gonna send a little bit out right there. We're gonna get a little bit more respect in here. We added a little bit more shadow flesh. And we're gonna just kind of glaze and filter over the super dark line we just drew. It's got nipples too right here. Go for it, painting. What's up, brother, over on YouTube? Let's get, he's got a kind of a tube, a Baron Harkonnen entry point. I want to get a little bit more red in the mix here. I feel like a filter of transparent red over the browns we put in there would be good. Now he's got some great striation right here.
Hello.
So we're running back in. Enhancing the dark line. Right there. Some striation right here. A little bit right here. You see that? There's like muscle tension right here. I'm actually going to add a little bit more red, a little bit more shadow flesh. Right here. Trying to establish a very respectful shadow, because there's a lot of organic flow, and I'm using a very linear strategy. And so you got to take your time to cultivate. I'm not really making any of this up. It's all on the model. See? Which is, that's the jactification. And this is that's just the dark side. See?
Hello.
Papa says the biggest question I had about Cali Cup is, what's Steven's beard regime? Oh, he has an epic beard, doesn't he? Recoil's mom, love you too. Let's see if we can get some of this neck bullshit.
Hello.
A little bit right here. And so get all the dark stuff first. Get all your dark lines laid in. Because then you can erase mistakes with bright lines. And we're exaggerating what's already there. Look at these traps. I think he has a big piece of shoulder armor too. And his traps are just way too jacked for that. Someone sculpted all this fucking muscle and then was like, now cover it all with armor.
Hello.
Shout out to Clinton Hobbies, yo. 7 months. What a legend. See if I can get in here. I'm gonna backtrack slightly. This is tricky.
Hello.
This is the tedium. Same thing on its face too. You want to get some clean shadows in here too. See, just download. I added a little bit more red to the mix. So it's like the dark burgundy plus a little bit more red. Just darken up those recesses. Fuck yeah, Crazy says that's why all my greater demons and demon princes don't have their chest plates because they're just too jacked. Shimmels says, may I ask how long it took already to paint on this? We painted on Tuesday. We did a bunch of airbrushing, so we do 3-hour streams. Probably 2 hours of a stream is painting. So 2 hours on Tuesday. And what, like an hour today? We've probably been paying for an hour today. Hey, for Kami, what's up, brother? Welcome to Twitch. Ace or Imperial Fist still relevant in 10th? Yeah. Still Space Marines. They got Space Marine bullshit. But you don't even have to play with their army rolls if you don't want. We're just darkening up some of those recesses, some of those creases. A little bit more burgundy in the mix. Now we're going to have to do some highlights here in a second. But I'd like to get all the pin washing done before our whip break. So if you're new here and you're on YouTube, we'd like to do a whip session. So it's going to be ! whip to jump on Discord. Mandy Tiger Dave, what's up, man? Thank you for the sub over on Twitch. So we're just dark stuff dark. And we're going to separate the bicep. Just kind of boxing the bicep out and the tricep out from the deltoid. And a spoiler, I'm not going to really paint the back of the arm that much. It's already airbrushed good enough because his wings are going to block most of the viewing angle back there. Does he got a big vein on his bicep? Yep. So he's got a vein right here. Slice that in. Shimmel Stop says, in English, you can say mold stop to me. Shimmel Stop is mold stop. We're just pin washing, boxing muscle groups out. Box that bicep out. Get that forearm muscle right here. For the heart pull. That vein. Let's get it right. He's got some bullshit right here. Shimmel Stop says, well done. It would take much more than hours from me. Do you not own an airbrush? We did 90% of this with an airbrush, man. OnePlus saves, will this jactification process work on me when I skip leg days? Yeah, always skip leg days. Roll one. Recall just gifted a sub, the Shimmel Stop, mold stop. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack on this arm right here. So he's got cybernetic bullshit right here, you see? And we're separating that from the skin right now. So we're just going to kind of paint it entirely with our pin wash. See that right there? There's a pipe. This is Magnus's, Chad Magnus's strong hand right here. Got some bullshit right there. Does it work, Russ? Exclamation point points over on YouTube. Good job, man. Let's get our mix. It's pin wash right here. Right there. We're just getting inside those recesses. Using our compound. Bolt Stop says he does not airbrush. Step 1, get an airbrush at all costs. All other hobby investments are a waste of time. Save. The airbrush. Change your life forever. So we got a little aggressive on some of these lines here. It's okay, because when I come in for the edge highlight game, it's going to be fine. It's going to work itself out. Just trying to find the angles that facilitate correct heart pull. So you see, we're just creating that definition, that contrast in his hand. And then we'll have to move in with the edge highlight to kind of re-sculpt some of that. Cloudbot is slow as shit, War Pigment. And again, back of the arms, the wings extend way over. So a lot of this behind the arm action is going to be invisible. Let me see. So yeah, like if you look at the picture, that wing is like, wow, right behind that arm. right behind that arm. So it's airbrushed good enough to have a wing block most of it. Don't waste your time with the pin washing there. So Andy's not in there. That's what's weird. I think Andy wasn't here long enough for us, but he should have got... He donated, so he should have got Yo-Dogs. Still figuring out YouTube. We need to create a border right here. Let's create something respectful. Now, when it comes to all this magic bullshit in his arm, that'll be like one of the last things we do. And I'm going to ignore his butt and his hamstrings too, because I want to wait until we have wings before we make any decisions there. So now we have to come in and do all the pin wash, all the edge highlighting. Sunshine Grenadier. Hey man, thanks dog. We're pin washing right here, Sunshine. Real respectful. Up in his traps. Let me get some strong man love and chat for Sunshine Grenadier. It's 230 bonus Yo DZ's over on Twitch. Andy in chat. Why is not Andy have Yo Dogs? It pisses me off. Let's see, loyalty, Cloudbot. Andy, are you not logged into YouTube? Oh, he's here. Did it work, Russ? Were you able to give him Yo Dogs? Oh, you did it! Fuck yeah. So now we have the means in which to do bonus Yo Dogs on YouTube. Now, I think that you have to go into Streamlabs to see the loyalty folder, though. Sunshine Grenadier. He is the most jacked red skin demon in 40k. No one's more ripped. So let me just show you guys what I mean here. Just want to do a little sneak peek. We're about to do a whip session, exclamation point whip. My YouTubers, you can join in on this too. Let's get a little highlight going like we did on the legs. And you see like right here. Do a little top shelf highlight right there on the and we can erase our over the top pin washes with this technique. High opacity, low moisture. And we will go through and kind of hit the best we can where we can. Trying to show it the correct amount of respect. Like right here. See? And so 99% of this is airbrushed. And we're just going through creating little hype chiseling effects in the skin. The hand is super important. This hand is a big part of the model. Magnus is pretty simple in composition, right? Big magic hand with eye glow, big glowy sword, right? Jack chest. That's kind of the whole mission statement. So what we're going to do is go through, deploy little highlights. I'm not going to do it all right now. I'm just giving you a sneak peek to stay tuned after the whip session. Like right here. High opacity, low moisture. Right under that shadow. And you're just trying to respect it. You don't want to just hit it with like white. Especially when it's just sitting out there in the middle of his round chest. You can make big mistakes here. See that? And that's what we're talking about. That's the top shelf. We're just going to go through and do that everywhere. And this is how you make like organic models that have big round muscle bellies look swole as shit. And we're going to go through and catch everything we can and really spend some time introducing the jactification process to the focal points. See, and the chest is always kind of a battle because of these ripples. See that? I always find one side a little harder than the other. We got to go through and do so much of this. Probably be on skin for 2 streams before we get to sword. Recoil. He makes He-Man look like He-Boy. Fucking Prof. Swolstein. Professor Swolstein in the house. This is literally Professor Swolstein. Alright. Let's do a whip session, guys. Welcome. If you're on YouTube, welcome to your first YouTube Twitch multi-stream. We're allowed to do this now. The only reason I haven't been in the past is because they said I couldn't. And now we can. So this is what we've been doing for 7 years. This is where we put our focus, education, live education and private coaching. So, old Cheese Whiz said, homework without varnish and whips, brother. Fuck yeah, dude. Let me cue it up. How we looking on Twitch, Russ? Or sorry, how we looking on YouTube? We'll do some on-screen shout-outs right now. Monkey Man. Is Monkey Man a YouTuber? Are you in chat? Looks good. Bot works when it wakes up from its nap. How many viewers do we have? The whole only reason I'm even interested in it is to up the exposure game. It's a lot of fucking moving parts. Got Monkey Man on deck. Who is Monkey Man? Oh. The old back. Just lean back. There we go. Oh. God, I'm getting old, guys. 22 viewers. Where are my YouTubers at? You could probably make commands, Russ. Let's take a look here. So we got some NMM going here. I like it. A little rough, sketchy, but that's fine for NMM. The shoulder pad looks a little beat up. What happened there? I mean, this is good though. This is solid as fuck. He's got him pinned to the bike. Look at this shit. Who the fuck is... What? Why is this guy so mean? Who did this? That's scary. It looks great. I like the style. I get behind this. Or back this play. Recoil. Here we got Squeak. Little dog enjoying a birthday breakfast. Goat jerky, shark jerky, and dental stick. Aww. Look at that dog. Is he growling? Is it? Does Squeak think you're taking away his treat? Sunshine Grenadier, are you hype on World Leaders? Not just a mouthful of food. So cute. Happy birthday, Squeak. One plus saves. Only World Eaters. Necron's thrown in the trash forever. Yep. You made the right decision. Fuck finishing projects. Projects. Bleh. Sunshine. So effing hype. Let's go. One plus saves is going to give up on his Necron's project and then 1.5 years from now complain about never finishing World Eaters. Because they got nerfed.
Listen to me speak, but just say what you want. What words will you keep? The ones that cause us harm. You assume the worst.
Recoil says, thank you, Uncle Kenny. I would kiss that dog in the face.
And now we've come undone. Caught up in trying to find a problem. Why do we lose our minds? Ending us before we try. Fed up with trying to fix our problems
Old Cheese Whiz just finished his homework. We just did class today.
before we try.
Old Cheese Whiz. Let's take a look here. Oh, you numbered them too. Nice. Great job, man. Silky smooth, looking good. Great transitions. Flawless. I'm not seeing any speckling. Hell yeah, dude. Sunshine Grenadier says, that's why you shut your goddamn mouth if you don't finish the project before the nerf. The nerf is inevitable. Facts. Russ, that's right. That's some lesson 1 homework. NLP painting system. The 101 curriculum. This is homework after class 1. Good job. Classic. Scrambled eggs. I'm ride or die this whole edition for T-Sons. Let's go. Hate blue, but stuck with it. Good learning tool. Good job, man. Sunshine Grenadier, you're doing... This counts as World Eaters. Does it not matter where the blood... From whence the blood spills? So late October or November editions. Fuck yeah, dude. Love it. Dark Stuff Dark. Looks like you're in the throes of the jactification process. Loving the green. Ugh. Fucking back. Whew. I'm using the lumbar twister. There we go. Gotta get the power dots. What are those? Snickrot Swole. Swole Snickrot. Sunshine Grenadier in the house. That's we got Woe Top Skin I've been working on. Let's see. Yo, this is crazy as fuck. So what am I looking at here? This is wild. So did you spray it like a brown and then you just aggressively dry brushed green back over it? What's going on here? No, you painted it brown, is it? Is this like a contrast workup? What are we looking at here? Did I ever get a new pink pad for the chair? I got something from Amazon that was really highly rated, but it's kind of like simultaneously too thick and small. So I need to get a new purple pad. I haven't got one yet. Use them for your neck after 2 surgeries. Send me a link. Brown as a base does work. Woe Top, brown is the best color. I've got videos on this on Patreon. The issue is your brown is kind of too light. You want to go with a deeper, richer brown. And you could do this. You could work the dry brush scheme in, but you want to respect it a little more. It looks like you went just gangster green right over brown. Try mixing the green and the brown together. Hit it with the dry brush, kind of gangster. Then dry it up. Switch to your brighter green, going for the second round of dry brushing. So you want to establish that respect. But also probably deeper, richer, darker brown as your lead position to dry brush over. Holy shit. Let me get some strong man love in chat for Old Cheese Whiz. Says, celebrate, brother. Let me get some hype in chat. It's a Orkvember miracle. Dropping double C notes on the stream. Old Cheese Whiz. The man, the myth, the legend. It's Woe Top over dark green. Did you like throw a heavy wash on over it? Yeah, you're just doing this all over the place. We can make this easier for you. For sure. Let me get some hype in chat over on Twitch. ! Soup! ! Hyphy. But I'm doing the good old colorblind paint mixing. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. What does colorblind paint mixing mean? I'm colorblind and green is my hard color to see. Okay, so green. So what do you confuse green with? What does green look like to you? Red? Looks like yellow. That makes sense because green is. Okay, I don't know shit about being colorblind, but green is yellow. Think about it like that. Fuck it. All colors are the same color. I teach that here. It's Woe Top. So Templar hits you with it. He's one of my students. He's colorblind. It's the only thing that matters. Woe Top is the dark shit dark, is the bright shit bright. Everything in between is nonsense. Don't overthink it. It's about precise dark recesses and precise bright edges. That makes 32mm models look sick. Anything you do in between that, bonus. Buy an airbrush. Spray this bitch with an airbrush. Step 1. Make it easy as fuck. Take out all those other moving parts. With orcs, I tell people all the time, if you can get a good suite of browns, like dark brown, mid brown, nice cute browns, do all your airbrushing of browns, dry brush it up, all you want, heart's content, and just subtly glaze the green over the brown skin. Don't raw dog dry brush it, just kind of glaze it over. that's an easy way, sustainable way to do orcs. Brown always works. And especially in all the bullshit on the bike, you can start dry brushing metal over some of the brown. You can start, washing some of this brown black to be like the tires. I've done whole videos on that, on brown being the best color. Orcs are tricky though because they got so much bullshit and accoutrement on them. But the number one thing is don't overthink the colors. Make sure the dark shit's dark, the bright shit's bright. That's where the human eye really perceives sharpness anyway. And buy an airbrush. This is a good start though. Also, Templar mentioned, like, your mold lines. Get rid of those mold lines. The better at painting you get, the more they're going to bother you forever. Junio, thank you for the sub over on YouTube. I appreciate that. Welcome to the show. We are doing our first ever simulcast on YouTube and Twitch simultaneously. It's well top, no worries, man. Thank you for the share, brother. Welcome to the community. Speaking of Templar, let's see what Templar's newest project is. Or he's still working on his Chaos project. So, we got the Black Hammer with that off Horus, the Sons of Horus color scheme. With that sketchy highlight style, some dark shadows, some bright edges. Templar is known for. These lightning bolts can be done better. Slow down your sketch when you're doing these lightning bolts, Templar. And go back and sample the blue that's already there. See right here, take the background blue, because this is like a turquoise, right? Take the background blue, lower the opacity, create a glaze edit. Go back over and tamp down your lightning bolts with the glaze. Tamp them down, send them to the background, make them less and less visible, right? Then go back in with your turquoise and maybe a little white, get real tight, real precise, and go inside the bounds of the tap down background and create like basically stipple heart pull squigglies. And remember, lightning forks. So you see how you've got like a fork up here, but then it just goes left and right. And then this one doesn't connect. It just continuously forks. So just think about that. It comes down, it goes off here, it should also go off here. It should keep forking. And then this arm right here, fork, fork. It just keeps creating two, cascading. And then so tamp it down, go back in, hit it again, and it'll actually create like a, it'll like that, like flash overlay feeling. Easy as fuck. So lightning is an effect. The technique is edge highlight, high opacity, low moisture, stipple heart pull. And you can use glazing to tamp it down and redo it and get the after shot, the after image. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Looking sick, brother. It's all technique and procedures. Painting's secretly easy. I'm not even that good at it. Zulicious. Oil washing some Helions, witches, and incubi. Let's take a look here. So oil washes. Like this. I'm drawn to that color. So if you do like a purple magenta next to a turquoise, it's a cheat code. It always looks sick. So you also almost synthwave, right? You got like this like cyanish turquoisey blue. Now honestly, I wouldn't have washed any of this shit. If you got these hype colors, the last thing you want is to filter them down. As long as you were happy, as long as your airbrushing was perfect. If you were like super stoked on your airbrush color, I wouldn't. I don't wash it. I just drop some dark lines off. OnePlus says purple, magenta, and jade on my Necrons that are in the trash. Yep. Fucking garbage. I only paint models with jack biceps, so Necrons, they're literally skeletons. Yeah, Templar, your power armor is less sketchy. Like, you've definitely refined your sketch. Great job, Zulicious. Nate G. Come on. Magneto? Different Magnus. Nice. Go for that action figure style. Purple, magenta, we already talked about that. Let me zoom in on this. That solid color blocks. It looks like a Comic-Con figure. Andy, yeah, probably wasting an hour of my life pin washing these tiny guys. Meh. If you're enjoying yourself. I like project completion. Loving it, Nate G. Danger close. Still work in progress. Let's see what this whip looks like.
Well, I woke up on the lobby floor. Yeah, last night was some kind of war. I'm coming down like a waterfall.
This is some Star Trek stuff. Is that some of that liquid chrome right there? Danger close. I already did this bit. It's Mandalorian. I know. I was like, I can't do this bit again. I was getting ready to troll Danger Close and convince him I didn't know what the Mandalorian was in a hilarious 15-minute troll session, but we've already done this exact thing before, so I'm not gonna do that. looking good. Oh, Cheese Whiz is going to get some lunch, brother. Thank you for today. Enjoy it. Have a good stream. I am number one on the leaderboard chat. Hell yeah, you are, brother. Old Cheese Whiz number one in my heart. I guess it's only 4 for you. That's tight. Man, I missed that. God, fuck this place. What the hell, Lady Fluff Bottom?
This is not right! What the hell is this? From the Ontario! If both men are getting
Lady Fluffy Bottom donated $96.67. I'm assuming that that is a multiplier. Like 14? 14x? 322 bonus O-Dogs on Lady Fluffy Bottom. Look at some strong woman chat. Some woman loving chat. Some pickles. Exclamation point pickles. Lady Fluffy Bottom. Painting any minis? What are you into? What are you into on this Friday? Was that a Twitch dono or a YouTube dono? Russ asked. That's Twitch. I'm into pickles. Diddly do, diddly dee, diddly do. Isn't that Murderface? Isn't Murderface the drummer? Oh no, Pickles is the drummer. Murderface is the bassist. Plays the guitar with his dick. Pickles is from Wisconsin. William Murderface. That's what I was thinking. So brutal. Good job, guys. All right. Perfectly on time. So I extended the length of the show. And we are right on schedule. Post whip, 1 hour left. Russ, how are we doing on YouTube?
This lake of fire burns my skin. How could love wear so thin? Sinking in the hollow ground. Nothing can stop me wanting you somehow. I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, I won't be alone. We won't be
Oh, Crazy, you got a whip? Let's kick it over to Crazy. There we go.
I won't let it die. I can feel you when you're not around. When the night gets cold, we won't be alone.
Was gonna send my bases, but that doesn't look cool. Your bases don't look cool?
You paint a picture in my mind. You wanna leave it all behind.
So,
In a world that's
what are we looking at here? You going for the black secondary guard?
eyes.
God, these guys are a slog.
Won't let it die. I can feel you in
The wings, especially.
we won't be
They look cool. Crazy. You can throw them up if you want.
This lake of fire burns my
I'm digging it.
How could love wear so thin? I'm sinking in the hollow ground.
So I didn't realize
Me wanting you so
you were trying to throw. Death Company already have blue gems. That's the tie.
die. I can feel you when you're not around.
It's ballin'. She got a copyright thing from YouTube. We'll see what it says. Copyright claim was released. It's from like years ago. Oh. I get it. Oh, I got so many of these. You know what? Oh my god, I'm getting like 500 of these copyright claim releases. It's because this whole time I've had a Monster Cat license. I forgot I haven't connected it to YouTube. And I did today. And I guess like any VOD I put on YouTube that had this music in the background was copyright claimed. And now they're releasing me from all the copyright claims. But it's like the one where they're like, don't, we're sending the money to the creator. I turned monetization off on YouTube like 3 years ago. So like this is nonsense to me. This is meaningless. Purple wings, crazy? That's a great idea to tie in with your army. Bro, it's nonstop. It's like just so many. All right, so we're gonna get back to it here. Let's lock into the cradle. Talon. Doesn't YouTube still? Yeah, there's like still ads you can't turn off no matter what. But I have all of that shit turned off. Everything I'm allowed to turn off is off. For 3 years. I said the most amount of money I've ever made on YouTube is $200. And all the years I've been doing this, that's why I just stopped doing it. That's why I stopped caring over there. I just turned off monetization. Was like, yo, this ain't gonna work. Alex Davies in chat. What's up, brother? Says only YouTube now. No. What do you mean? This is our first dual stream because now we're allowed to as Twitch partners. We're allowed to do both. So I'm a Twitch partner and a YouTube partner, so we're doing both. Trying to re-establish our YouTube presence. Recoil's mom dropping some coinage. Let me get some love in the chat for Recoil's mom. She's got it going on. What is this multiplier? 884 bonus yo DZs to Recoil's mom over on Twitch. Okay, so this is what we were working on. We're going to jump back into edge highlighting. We're doing the jactification of Magnus, Chad Magnus. We're going to lock into the cradle. Alex gives you something to think about or listen to while you're installing a new fart fan. Little bathroom fan. So, let's jactify abs. Let's run back to our palette. Remember, we use this, plus this, plus this, and then we filtered with this. So this is the whole spectrum. So let's create a highlight, high opacity, low moisture. We're going to use the heart pull. Right there. And we already did a few of them during the airbrush step. You see that? But what we need to do, you also have to get, this is always a little tricky. You have to get right here too. A little bit on the vertical using the heart pull. And we teach these brush strokes in our classes. This is the brush stroke of precision. It's a little tricky. It's a bit of a long pull. I got a little fat there. Luckily, there's methods for cleaning up your mistakes. And this is how we jactify the muscles. So you see it's a little wacky right there. So all we need to do is kind of just rough estimate where we are in the workup. So I'm going to add some shadow flesh back to it. A little red until I feel like I've got a good color match. Kind of right here. Lower the opacity. And we're going to just glaze edit. This is one of the techniques we teach in our classes. I just taught this today. That's kind of similar to the lightning technique I was talking to Templar about. Talon says, I bet some Florida man yoga sessions posted on YouTube would get some traction. You right? Well, plus if so, okay, maybe Chaos suck to build like Necrons too. Yeah, dude. They're trash. All models suck. I hate them all. I wish somebody would build my models for me. Okay, let's run into these gangster obliques. Top shelf edge highlight. Top only. Using the tip of our brush. High opacity, low moisture. Don't battle it on the model. Reload the brush as soon as it doesn't want to transfer. See? Jactification 101. Rotate. Always be rotating. OnePlus says, can't let anyone build models for me because no one will build them to my standards. It's fair. Same thing. Echoes X, you like building, huh? Jactification 101. It's got like a kind of a peak right there. This like wild like ribs oblique connection he has right here. I'm gonna catch that. Unhappy Dan, thank you for the resub, brother. I think there's going to be a bit of a back and forth here. Let's go back to our darker compound. Now, right here, this is tricky. We want to Get right up under the pec. And there are some organic shapes that have shelves. Now let's grab some of our shadow flesh glaze edit technique that we did earlier. Kind of work that line out. My man is jacked beyond belief. Look at that shit. Look at those cum gunners. Figured out how to add commands? Russ? Hell yeah. I've got a lot of commands already installed. Just be aware of that. Tom Duster. 48 months, it's like 4 years. That's a long time to follow a Florida man. Loving the Magnus project. Thank you, brother. Over on Twitch, obviously. So I'm just finding respect right now. Let's get top shelves, obliques. Let's grab some of our low opacity respect mix that has a little bit more shadow flesh in it. Let's do a little edit. Low opacity. Need to go a little darker. A little redder. We're using that to reshape and tap down. We're just eyeballing it. It's the glaze edit technique. Now it kind of gives you a second chance to pop it. So now we're going to pull up some highlight again. High opacity, low moisture. Right there. See, that's comboing off of the dark lines we installed. See how we're making him look just way more jacked than he is? High opacity, low moisture, almost all entirely heart pull. So just get our concoction over here. So we got some striations. those slices. Chad Magnus. Right there. Right there. Top shelf. Right there. Look at that. Look at the HDification. Airbrush off the edge highlight game. Pin wash strategies. So he does have striations here. Want to be extremely careful here. Now we want to get our concoction set up right here. Little olive flesh. A touch of the red. Drop of white. So we want to carve out the bicep channel right here. Up against our dark line. Right there, you see that? Right there. Neil S says really pops. Thanks, man. Want to slice in under here. Here. Like I said, I'm not going to do the back. We're going to let it be airbrush back there because we're going to put the wings on and you're not going to be able to fucking see it. So I'm not going to paint a bunch of shit you can't see, especially since I already airbrushed it. So down here, it's a little redder. So we're going to try to get a little bit more respect established. Running that heart pull. Little on that vein. Now he does have some striations. You want to be careful. You want to really respect it. So I'm just kind of getting the color combo correct. I'm using my eyes to approximate. So we want to be like one stop brighter than what you see right now. And we already did some of this. We used an airbrush back and forth strategy. And it's in the VODs on Twitch right now. It will be on Patreon by the end of the weekend, along with today and tomorrow's stream. So if you're new here, the VODs get edited down. We cut the game show parts out. and then they go into a super post on Patreon so that you can just kind of see the whole project in its ultimate form. We've been doing this for 7 years on Twitch. Excuse me. Wow. Rage does stuff. What's up, man? 1 + says, leave the backpacks off, Corn Berserkers. Just stop on. Depends on what you're trying to do. They try to paint the backpacks a different color, black or something. Leave them off. Templar, how you feel about this? The jactification process, since you've painted this guy's muscles, does the jactification process make more sense watching what I'm doing on this exact model? We're going to run a pin wash in right here into this cut. Templar being one of my students. You see how we just cheat? We're like, it's 99% airbrushing. You see what I'm saying? We're not doing any glazing, advanced glazing, any wet blending, none of that shit. Good airbrush strategy. Good, and the ability to deploy dark, precise recess shading and bright edges. That's the whole 101 curriculum. It's airbrush, wash, etch, highlight. This is a 101 paint job. Okay, let's see if we can get these obliques over here. So we're going to use our eyes. We're going to remember what the skin is made out of. We know it's the shadow flesh with the ivory and then a filter of red. So we want to kind of get back to that and slightly brighter than what we see. High opacity, low moisture. Using an 18-0 synthetic brush. The links are in my syllabus. We use it because it's so good for this trash. Like it's like a shit brush, but it's perfect for this. See, we're doing the shelf right there under that cybernetic attachment. We need to modulate that. That's a little off. That too. There's like a lot of action here. Some striations right here. We're gonna get a little. We're gonna get some just straight up white and transparent red. Right there. Now up here, I need to do a bit of a glaze edit. So let's go back in time. It's a little shadow, flesh, little transparent red. Let's lower the opacity with water. Let's see if we can kind of edit this line right here to be a little bit smoother. Now, this bicep, it's interesting because there is a vein. And so vertical and horizontal striations. Let's go for the muscle striations first. So let's get something respectful and brighter. So right here. And then the vein. See, maybe a little shadow flesh mixed in. So the vein sits on top. A little bit right here. Let's go with that bottom. Bottom of shadow. A little more white. Let me ramp it up a little bit. See if I can get right here. Now getting dry tip. Rotate back around. So we still need to divide the bicep off the shadow here. Chad Magnus. This beast. Let's go. Let's do this. Don't forget this chest dealy. We're gonna under highlight it. Feeling it. Now this is always tricky and always a double-edged sword. So let's see if we can get something pretty respectful. And I like to put a fake line right here.
Angels sang out in an immaculate chorus. Down from the heavens descended Chuck Norris.
Cletus! Trying to get inside that chest cavity. And I want to tamp that one down a little bit, so we got to use our eyes again. Got to create that respect, low opacity mix. And just make it a little bit more subtle. And we want to do a similar thing here. I guess not. It's fine up here. Want a little right here. You kind of do. You kind of want a little bit right here. Top. It really defines that muscle belly. Then we got the collarbone. I'll just stipple along the top. Giant neck vein. Got some trap love right here. Rotate. A little bit right there on the top of that one. He's got this like voice box. You guys see that shit right here? Like it's like his spine shot. Right there. Shit's gangster as fuck. This other trap is very difficult to access. Probably can get away without really touching it if you want. Face. Get some highlight game. Alright, Russ, you want me to check whip real quick? There's not. I don't take breaks, dude. What's in whip? What's in Discord that you want me to? Just tell me what you want me to do. There's no more breaks. Did you post something in Discord that you want me to look at? It's the same exact protocol on the face as everywhere else. Screenshot of Twitch and YouTube side by side. Show the different color. See, we're just doing top shelf highlighting here. I'll take a look at that in a second. That's interesting. He does have a crown that I think I'll put on him too. That was a bad brushstroke. Go back in time. Grab some trans red. Taking some trans red and kind of reinserting it. Into some of these pen wash regions. Kind of stain it back up. Looking pretty good. The face is crucial, right? So I'm gonna take some white. And just kind of stipple along some of these raised areas. Right there. You see he's got one eye. Like he's got multiple face options. I never noticed. And they all have one eye. One of the face options, he's a legit Cyclops. This one is just mangled on this side. I'm gonna send some red in there, some transparent red. Still got to do some work on this hand over here, Russ. Still got to catch, because even though we're probably going to paint that eye, do some OSL, the trick is to always paint it like you're not going to do OSL. Just paint it up the same way you painted everything up. You can slack a little bit, I guess, but you want to put all the highlights and stuff in the right place. Yeah. 13 more minutes. I went added time to the clock. You all right?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
As I spent too long talking and not painting, so I put more time on the clock than normal.
Okay. All right.
What'd you make for dinner?
Bulgogi meat. Vegetables and ginger garlic rice.
Smells incredible.
And Daddy and I will start.
Start with that. Thank you. Mom made me dinner. She knows my schedule, so she knows I should have been done by now. She's been doing all this dope cooking. She's like on this Asian infusion kick. She was doing some Hungarian food. Shout out to Mom. No gator nuggets, Kilty? Nope. See, putting those lines down. Look how good that looks. Got the Icy's mom of the game. See, if this is all just airbrush, we're just pen washing and edge highlighting. Isn't that crazy? Using the same palette. Russ, need her to let the cats in when I'm not looking. No, fuck these cats. Constantly trying to get up on my business. Big jacked hands, I think, are super important to make it look good. And I think too many people just kind of like spray his hand, like with OSL. They just like use their airbrush and spray his hand green or some dumb shit. And like look at how much action is on that hand that you're sleeping on. That's bonus. That's all just bonus hype factor. But free contrast. Don't do that. Don't just carpet bomb his hand with airbrushing. You want a cat section each stream like Rob used to have, Russ? Man, no, you don't. You want that? You want me to get a cat in here? Alright, this is what Russ posted up. More saturated on Twitch, less saturated on YouTube. Let me just look at it. Recoil, just mess around. Here's money. Just to mess around. Here's money. Corvidae? What? Why did you call out Corvidae? I'm confused. Recoil. It's a confusing. So, it's more saturated on Twitch. And I'm like looking at them with my eyes to try to figure out where it's definitely super saturated. It might be less saturated than Twitch but definitely more saturated than YouTube. So Twitch might be showing it more saturated for sure. Oh, that was Corvidae pretending he's Recoil? Is that what that shit is? Corvidae, why'd you do that? Oh my god. Corvidae, you insane person. So, I have some white right here. Take the eyeball. Take a few coats. Now, let's go back to the fingertips. We did this on his feet earlier, so let's get kind of our pin wash set up. with the mahogany or the dark burgundy. You want to get that nice border right there. What I'll probably do is run a little tracer right there. On the bevel. So you can see that. Nothing too wild, just tossing a little highlight action. Let's take this black blue that we threw down earlier. It's gray enough. Just want to carve that out. Cool, I can whisper you how I do it if you want. I feel like you just write Recoil's name in there. You just don't log in. I've been IB work for 12 hours today and I'm slightly bored. Are you done working? Are you just chilling in the truck? This is the black blue for Monument. High opacity, low moisture. Just kind of stipple it in. Like all this sculpting, I love that they sculpted it like this so that you can choose to put the chest on or not. I wish Angron was like that, because Angron, they put that like top piece on, so if you leave the chest plate off, it doesn't make sense. It's preposterous. Crushing, what's up, brother? About 20 seconds left before dinner. Tomorrow what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump on getting this hand set up, like all the runes and stuff.
You gotta get swifty in here. It's time to get swifty. Uh-oh. You gotta get swifty. Oh, yeah. Take off your pants and your panties. Shit on the floor.
So we're going to get all the glowy tattoo shenanigans all set up. The eyeball. Corvidice says, driving my truck all day makes me hungry. For some of that Long John Silver's. The official and preferred meal stop for all truck drivers nationwide is Long John Silver's. Only reason they're in business, I assume. Oh, it's weird. I'm getting a weird bounce. Like right there. Does that I'm getting a weird bounce, right? Like since I turned my hands in. See, when I put it bounces off my hand. You see how it warms it up? This at least to my eyes on my screen, this looks a little bit more accurate. Chad Magnus. So we're definitely going to dry fit the nut curtain to see if we're going to keep his thighs naked. It is like Tim Curry legend. B-dubs. This is Chad Tim Magnus. That's a Chad has hair like this. Wait, is it this? Oh my god, look at this bounce. Fucking white bounce. Look at this. It's kind of in between the two. How many copyright emails did I get? So many fucking copyright emails, like 50 of them. Aaron Cox, your painting skills are top notch. You showed me how to airbrush. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna write some names down real quick. Old cheese. Wait, what? Oh, Corbidite, did you change recoil to you? Wait, how did you do? Wait, what? Oh, I didn't notice what you did. You made recoil you suddenly? That seems like that's gamey. Was that the intended hack? Oh, you send it back. That's crazy. So, Old Cheese Recoil, Lady Fluff Bottom, and Sunshine Grenadier. It's our final four today. Oh, and it's a Florida... Oh my god, it's Florida Man Friday. I forgot it was Florida Man Friday. You guys are all also entered into Florida Man Friday program. How did I forget that shit? because all the YouTube shit took over my brain. So if anyone doesn't know what Florida Man Friday is, you're automatically entered into a drawing at the end of the month to win a preposterous Florida Man gift bag that I curate from the Circle K down the street. So let's get set up to do a raid real quick. Love Minis, you still with us tonight? What was our high mark, Russ, on Twitch? I mean, YouTube. How many people did we get on YouTube? Recoil, you're silly. 26. We got over 50 likes. Hell yeah. Talon, I sent out tons of dice. Did you not get dice? Did you never get your dice? Dr. Rhino. We're going to raid Dr. Rhino on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you're about to get left behind. Crushing? You haven't seen anything yet? What do you, specifically to what are you referring? Oh, you need dice. Crushing is missing. I just looked in your folder. And according to your folder, I owe you dice. Did you never get your dice? Talon, you never got dice either? Oh my god, you have dice in your folder. Holy fuck. How did I miss this? Bro, I mailed this shit out ages ago. And Crush It. Sorry, guys. I just wrote it down. Tom Duster, you didn't get your fucking dice? What the literal hell? Oh my god. Or did I just not mail any dice? Fire the dice guy. Yeah, you class credits good for life crashing. Sorry about that, man. Talon, sorry my dude, didn't mean to kick up dust. No, thank you, man. Like I think I just wrote it. I think I wrote it weird in your folder, both of your folders, and that's why it never populated. Okay, we're rating Dr. Rhino on Twitch, guys. Bring the length, the girth, the positivity on over. I'll get that shit sent out. Thank you guys so much. If you're on YouTube, you might want to move over to Twitch right now. As always, I will see you guys soon, and hit me up on social media in the meantime if you have any interest in the class credits. And always, until we meet again, play on, players.
Moving down to LA, to the land of opportunity. My grandma thinks I'm crazy for giving Hollywood a piece of me.